All right, guys. Well, I'm back today with another Olight flash sale, and this is their February Valentine's Day sale. And they've got some really interesting brand new lights, including like bike lights and even ATV and side-by-side lights, which is a pretty interesting option. Now, they're calling it a bike light, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for this large power bank light for a wide variety of applications, especially different side-by-sides and ATVs. They've come out with a new knife and different colorways and interesting finishes on a wide variety of EDC lights. So sit down, buckle up. We are going to go through this sale. If you're watching this video, then the sale is live. We're about to go live in about 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to run for a couple of days, and you can check the link in the description below for all of the information as well as direct links to a lot of the items you may like. I also have the code 704 Tactical for 10% off your Olight order if the sale is done or you want to add something else to your cart that's not on sale. The code 704 Tactical is always valid on non-sale items no matter what is going on, so you can definitely use that if you find something that's not on sale. The first light I want to discuss is very interesting, and there's not a lot of competitors in this space. It's the Javelot Mini. So this is a long-range thrower, but it's also an EDC style light. It comes with this very nice sheath that clips on, large enough for like a battle belt or your regular belt, and it clips on solid and it locks up very nicely. The light itself is fairly small, but it throws a beam of 600 meters with a maximum lumen output of 1,000 lumens. It's got a protected tail cap and a magnetic recharging base to allow you to charge it with a lot of the other chargers that Olight uses. This thing throws a beam, and a half press gives you the low setting, and a full press gives you the blinding 1,000 lumen setting. I think every home needs one of these lights, maybe positioned at the back door if they want to look out in their yard, because you can really throw a beam and focus on exactly what you're looking at. I know I live on about 4 acres, and then I'm surrounded by 144 acres of different family land, so having something like this at the ready is very convenient, and you don't have to get those massive throwers to get a good distance. These generally sell for 100. They're on sale for 75, but where the deals really start is the bundles. When you start bundling them up with other lights like this i3T EOS and this brand new finish, you can really start to save some money, whereas it's generally like 26, 27% off. It jumps up to 36% off, and for $1 more, you can add one of these lights or a few different other bundle options. And I always take advantage of these bundles and sales. Olight does them about once a month. The next light I want to feature is the Warrior Mini 2, and this one is an awesome light in general for a basic EDC light. You can slide it inside your pocket. It's got a double clip, and it's lightweight enough to where you could clip it on your hat to use as a headlamp. It does have the magnetic recharging base just like the other lights and a tail switch to operate it, but it also has the push button switch up here as well as a battery indicator at the top to let you know if the battery's running low. This particular one also has a proximity sensor, so when it gets close to something, it auto dims. So if it accidentally bumps on in some type of sheath or carry pouch, you're not going to heat anything up too much. So that is an awesome light. It works out great, and the other cool thing about this light is it goes up to 1700 lumens in the turbo setting, all the way down to 1 lumen for 45 days for a bug out or preparedness scenario. This one is also this very interesting limited edition color. I think that one's going to sell out fast. These generally sell for 90, on sale for 67, but bundle them for $1 more, starting at 68.49 with a light or a knife, and you can really start saving yourself some money, up to 37% off that light. There's a few other lights I want to discuss, like the i5R EOS in the red and the gunmetal gray. Both of these are available individually for 25% off, but if you bundle them together, they're 35% off, and then you can start bundling them with the new ArcFeld. If you're unfamiliar, the ArcFeld is a green laser and a light with a magnetic recharging base, and it's a streamlined, slim design, and you can bundle all of these together and save yourself some money. Now, generally, when you're buying this ArcFeld, I've never seen the pinwheel finish, so again, that's going to be one of those limited edition things, and you can start bundling them up with the cross section of these brand new EDC lights. I love the i5R as well as the i3T, and a lot of them are pretty slick because they just slide right into your pocket, and again feature the double pocket clip to clip onto your hat, and then you can use basic batteries, and then a lot of them are going to have that rechargeable battery included internally, and you can look at all of the individual specs and features of the lights on their website and the linking in the description below to see which one is which. There's a lot to cover, so I'm just going to keep moving on because this sale is pretty massive and I really want to cover in depth some of the new bike lights and ATV lights. The next one I want to talk about is a Freeze 2 EDC knife. This thing is nice. It's incredibly well done. The fit and finish is spectacular, and it features a very premium blade steel of 154 cm. The aluminum anodized handles just feel solid, and the lockup is super great. There is no blade play in this knife whatsoever. I mean, none. The lineup of the blade centering is spectacular. The pocket clip is done very nicely, a fairly deep carry. It slides into your pants pocket very nicely, and it doesn't stick out too far to catch on anything. I love the two-tone finish of the black and green, and this is one of the smoothest opening and closing knives I've seen in a while. These generally sell for $80, on sale for $64, but here's where it really gets good. For $1 more, you can start adding the lights. You can get different pens, EDC pens with this, bolt action pens, and a few other options, including the copper version of this knife, and you can save yourself a ton of money that way, again, when we are talking about those bundles. They have a few different lights on sale as well as mystery packs that I want to talk about. And they have the February mega pack where you're going to get the knife, you're going to get the Javelot Mini, as well as the i3T EOS in blue. And that's going to be on sale for $70 off, dropping the price down to $129. They also have mystery bags now for about $50, and it's always going to be $80 to $90 worth of items in that mystery pack for $49. Now, when you go on there, you'll be able to select or see what type of mystery packs you can get, so you're not too surprised. Now for the light that I want to discuss. This thing is very interesting. It's the Gore-Tex X Mountain Light. Now, this light features a battery pack, and these generally sell for $172. They're on sale for $105 as a bundle with a secondary bike light. Now, this bike light we'll talk about in a second, but it's more of a traditional polymer bike light that straps on and has a few different modes. It's got a 3-second hold to turn it on. You cycle through the modes. It's got different flashing modes, and that's pretty cool in and of itself as a traditional bike light. And then you can unlock it to recharge it with a USB-C. But this one is interesting because this thing runs off of a power bank, and it is blinding. I mean, this throws a beam an incredible distance. It's got a max lumen output of 2000 and a runtime up to 89 hours on the 100 lumen setting. It's rechargeable, so you can plug in that battery bank, and then you can attach this to pretty much whatever, and they include a lot of different attachment features in the box, like a rubberized strap for the battery bank and a few different options for this mounting setup. And this runs off of a GoPro mounting setup, so that's going to be very nice with those GoPro mounts. So if you have a tripod that you want to light up an area with a GoPro mount, or a helmet you can mount this up to with a GoPro mount. The cool thing is the head itself is very light, and the heavy part of the battery bank can be dropped down and carry it in a little bit more easy position. And so you could actually mount this if you wanted another light on your ATV, like an independent light, especially with the GoPro mount. You could use the headlights of the ATV, but if you wanted to search your land, you could have this on a swivel with a GoPro mount on an independent mini spot and just swivel around and look what you want to look at. And then that's a hands-free design, meaning if you see what you need to see, you're kind of searching your land, then you can just take your hands off the light and keep driving. Also, that's great for those bikes, for mountain biking, for long trips. Those are great options, but I feel like the ATV option is good because of this larger battery bank. You can mount it in a wide variety of positions. So I'm definitely a huge fan of the light, especially at the price and especially with what you're getting on sale. For me, I love to grab these on sale because you just save yourself a lot more money than if you kind of think about it for a while and then you decide to grab it. I would just wait to the sale, and if you can't wait for the sale, use the code 704TACTIL to save you 10% off. They also have the Javelot Mini on sale, which is an awesome light laser combo that runs on a track system, and this is incredibly versatile. Because it runs on a track system, it fits a wide variety of applications and a wide variety of pick rails or GL rails depending on what you want to use it. You can select both the light and laser, just the laser, or just the light, and it works out absolutely well. These are going to be on sale as well, so you want to check that out. And a few other lights that I haven't mentioned are also going to be on sale, and they just released a brand new, they're calling it the Exploit Green Multifunction Roll-Up. But this is pretty cool because just undo this right here, undo this right here, and when it opens up, you can store all of your Olights, your O-knives, and a few different things that you have in here. And it's a very good quality. It's very soft where it needs to be, so it's not scratching up the heads of your lights or your knives. And then it rolls up and it locks up depending on how you want to use it. Also has a carry handle. Now these generally sell for $50, on sale for $40, but the cool thing is again, they're available in different bundles. So the bundles are where you save yourself a ton of money, and you can really utilize the bundles to get a few different lights at dramatically low prices. So I hope you guys liked the video. I know it was a little bit long-winded, but there are a lot of new lights that I want to discuss, and I feel like you can save yourself some money if you take advantage of this sale. All of the information, linking, and code will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.